Thank you, Mano, and good afternoon, and thank you for staying with us. Thank you, Sophie, really, for organizing, and I bring with me the best wishes for my colleagues in Israel. Not all of us could travel, especially Tova Ben-Ari, is the inspector of students and children right, and Yossi Michal, who work closely with, and my own university, Bar Ilan, and maybe even from the entire state of Israel for this friendship. It's the first time for me here in Georgia. I know for sure I'll come again, and I'll come again soon. Okay, we are connecting today children rights, and we would say children right to quality AI education, and especially what governments, ministries of education needs to do, but also us, academia, a researcher, and you, the students. I mean, it's not someone would do our work. We all need to be here. The prompt that I gave the AI that generated this image was proactiveness. I think that's my message from this slide. I asked the ChatGPT in this one to generate, this image of proactively pedaling upstream. And maybe that's for the question about, will it kill creativity? No, it will enhance. I mean, that was my idea. I was looking for an image. I could search for Google image, but no, I created this image. Everything is okay. I double check. I make sure that this image serves my slide. Critical thinking, everything is okay, when we move forward. So really happy to be here and to meet you. I'm an AI in education researcher and lecturer at Bar Ilan University in Israel, and also academic advisor for the Ministry of Education in Israel. On this topic, we are implementing a nationwide program these days of AI to all teachers, all students of all ages. But we do it carefully and we do it responsibly and we put the ethics into it. And I think that's part of being proactive. We cannot let this thing just to roll on its own. We need to be there and we need to manage the process in order for it to come up well as we want it. And I think we would all agree, and that's the other image that I generated, that AI literacy, understanding an AI and mastering AI, you see in this picture, would give you an advantage, a significant advantage, in a technology-driven world that we live in. And this connects directly to children's rights. Because if this gives an advantage, then we need to make sure that everyone is getting an equal access to this advantage. And I would claim for government and ministries that without strategic intervention, AI education will remain inaccessible to many, to the less fortunate maybe, and it will widen social gaps, and it will widen economical gaps, which we are already suffering. So the proactiveness is really to help those who are less fortunate and less accessible, because those who are strong, they would find their ways even without us. But we need to take care of those social and economic gaps. And when we are talking about AI literacy, and I'm telling it to myself and to you and to the students here, I want you to make sure that you master those 3 skills, okay? First of all, that you have the knowledge about AI. Earlier, I asked students from the Jewish school in Tbilisi, which I was excited to meet them, why, when you use your calculator, no one is stating on a calculator that, on ChatGPT, it says, ChatGPT can make mistakes, check important info. It doesn't write on a simple calculator. Why? ChatGPT, which we are so excited, best technology in the world, and it can still do mistakes. We need to know this. And if you don't have the answer, what's the difference actually? Why 5 by 5 equals 25 doesn't need to be checked on a calculator, but do need to be checked, such as everything else, on ChatGPT. Why is that? If you don't know the answer, meet me after, because we don't have enough time now to do a lesson about it. So the knowledge, you need to know, that's even before you use AI. Then you need to have the practical application, how to use the tools, how to generate pictures, how to write a text. What is the difference between ChatGPT, to elicit, to perplexity? When should I use Claude? You need to master those things. I would tell it to the children here, to the school students, it's not an information that it's shown on TikTok. I think that we, as an educator, need to be proactive, and let's add ethics. You know, it's with great opportunities come great responsibilities and great threats, and we talk throughout the day. I'll tell the students that are looking at me, I would tell you not to scare you away. I would tell better not to use AI at all than to use it badly, because it will fail you. You will get wrong information, you will copy paste it, and it will fail you. So really, I think for us and really for everybody. So, you know, developing and implementing a national, how do we do it in Israel? As you ask, first of all, it takes a village. It's not about the government alone or the ministry alone. We all need to work together, government, teachers, parents, students, academia. Everyone has a spot. And I keep telling and admire you that you brought students and children, you know, to this. Nothing about you without you. Okay, that's such an important thing. I think, especially in education, you know, Ministry of Education should lead. We're talking about education. We're talking about literacy, and we have the knowledge, and this is what we do. Okay, so we lead this thing. I would finish by saying, you know, the time is now. Sometimes we, especially governments, you know, we are, or even Ministry of Education, it's a large organization. We say, okay, let's see how this thing evolve, evaluate, we'll research, and then we'll intervene. We don't have the luxury in this AI. It moves so fast, so rapidly. And I encourage, and this is something that I do in the Ministry of Education, to say, even where we are still fuzzy about the future, we don't know exactly what will happen, when it will happen. I'll go back to what I started. We know we need to be there. We need to be proactive. And if we did a mistake, we'll correct it on the fly. We cannot just sit and wait, because we would lose our relevancy. The world will go there and we would stay here. And we don't want to be in this situation. So we are learning and adapting and adjusting and researching as this exciting wave is happening. So the time is now. And really, again, thank you for being and taking the time to be with us. Thanks. Back to you.
Thank you so much.